Hello, thrifty music collectors and those of you watching this on YouTube. I'm Tim and I'm in the music show, and this is another episode of Tim's Thrifty Music. Today I'm showing you a group from that came from a state that I live in. That's Illinois. I didn't move it to the state until like 15 years ago, but this group came out of the state back in the early 70s. And they were really known on the AOR scene back in the late 70s and into the 80s. And this group still tours, and they still get good turnouts at their concerts and stuff. The group I'm talking about is Styx. I'm showing you the albums of theirs that I have in my collection. So with that said, I'll start showing you the records I have. I have a few of their albums on cassettes and CDs also, but I'm just showing you the records I have right now since they're easier for me to get to. So first off, from 1972, I have Styx 1. It's on wooden nickel, and it, of course, it's on wooden nickel, and at the time, the original members were John Kurulewski. I know I'm slaughtering that name. He was the original guitarist. One of the original guitarists. Dennis DeYoung. Chuck. Dennis was on the organ and piano and keyboardist, and of course vocals, and Chuck Panazzo on bass, and John Panazzo on the drums and percussion, and James Young on guitars. Notice Tommy Shaw was not an original member, and this is just what the wooden nickel label looked like. And what I like with the wooden nickel label, instead of side A and side B, or side 1 and side 2, their sides are heads and tails. But the songs on there have all but one song on all side 1 was pretty much one track, except it's well, there were 2 tracks on side 1, all but or 11, or wait, let me see again. 13 minutes of side 1 was one track called "Movement for the Common Man." And then on side 2, one of the tracks is called "Best Thing," which shows up on one of their few albums later. But probably my favorite song on here is "Quick as the Beat of My Heart," and another one that I like on here is "What Has Come Between Us." Then next up, in 73, they released Styx 2. This is the one where they had their first hit on it, which was Ladybug. It didn't become a hit till around 75. But also on here has a song "You Need Love" that had got some airplay also. And I also like "A Day" on here, and "Father OSA" is pretty good off this one. It has the same lineup as the first one. It's also on wooden nickel. And just look at the artwork on the back cover on here. Also from 73 is "The Serpent is Rising." And this has like the Witch Wolf and the Grove of Eglantine, the Serpent is Rising. Then at the end of the Serpent is Rising, there's pretty much an untitled song, pretty much hidden, or there's or As Bad as This. There is after that. Then at the end of As Bad as This, there's a song hidden in there that pretty much that's untitled that's I think it's considered to be part of the As Bad as This. It's the Plexiglass Toilet song. That's and it's a song that you just people crack out laughing at when they hear it. And then at the end of side 2, or not, yeah, at the end of side 2, they do the Hallelujah chorus. Just these 5 guys do the Hallelujah chorus, and they do sound like a full choir doing it. And they do a real good job doing it. But also they also do like they also do Winter Take All on this album, which is a real good song, and The Serpent is Rising is a good song also that really rocks. Like this still has an original lineup on it, and this is a good album also, and like I said, this is around 73 on Wooden Nickel. Okay, from 74, you notice I have 2 copies of this album. It's on Wooden Nickel, it's Man of Miracles. The reason why I have 2 copies of this album is because there's one track different on these 2 albums. On both of these, it's still the same lineup, just that the first track on the tail side is different on them. The first pressing on they did the cover of the Knickerbocker song Lies. All the other pressings after that, they redid the song Bessing from their first album on it. But like I said, this is from 74 on Wooden Nickel. This is also my favorite Styx album. They on this album they also do Rock and Roll Feeling, Having a Ball, Golden Lark, Southern Woman. But my favorite song on this album is the last song on the tail side, the title track, Man of Miracles. It's a song that just rocks, that really rocks on it. But I played this song for my son when he was like in middle school or high school, and he just fell in love with the song. He loves this album also, and he's 26 now. Okay, then from 77, this is also on Wooden Nickel. This is the last them on Wooden Nickel. It's the best of Styx. It pretty much has the best of all of these and it's the best of all of these on Wooden Nickel. As you might have seen all these that I've shown on the Wooden Nickel label, reissued on RCA. They just ruined the artwork of on all the album covers that went on all these RCA reissues, and And they changed the names on around all of them. Like Styx 2 was renamed Lady. I think Serpent is Rising was renamed like Serpent or something like that. And Man of Miracles was renamed Lady or Miracle, something like that. And I just don't care for the artwork as well or anything. And okay, and then from 19 and then okay, and then the next after that, then in 75 they come out with Equinox. They changed album labels that year to A&M. And this is the last album with John Kierulski. This is the album that he was on. If I remember right, he died like a year or two later. If I remember right, I had researched that. I had done some research on that a few years back. I can't remember what year he died. But this is the album that had the hit song Lorelei on it, and also Light Up. Also has Midnight Ride on it, and Sweet Madam Blue, and Born for Adventure on it. Okay, then in 1980, thinking it's 19, yeah, that was 1975, 1980 or 1976. Crystal Ball. That's the first album with Tommy Shaw. Tommy Shaw wrote the title track for this album. This is the album with the hit Mademoiselle on it. And also has Put Me On, and of course Crystal Ball. Also, the song I like on here, they do Claire de Lune, and it goes into a song called Ballerina, which I really like on here. And then the follow-up album to that one, this one that really got them noticed. In 1977, they came out with The Grand Illusion. Now this one is the one with, of course, The Grand Illusion on. Fooling Yourself, Superstars, Come Sail Away, Miss America, Man of Miracles, or Man in the Wilderness, what I mean, Man of Miracles. I meant Man in the Wilderness, Castle Walls. This was an excellent album, start to finish. This one, if people hadn't really known many of their songs before this one, after this album really got them on the charts. This next album, the follow-up album, is the turd that I first saw them on. I saw them like a week or two before they released this album. This is oh shoot, now I'm going blank. This is their Pieces of Eight album. That the tour was Great White Hope tour. I saw them at the Iowa State Fair, August of 1978. Of course, this is the one with Blue Collar Man. Around a week after I saw them in concert, I heard Blue Collar Man the first time on radio. Of course, they performed that in concert. This is also the album with Queen of Spades and Renegade on it. It has Great White Hope, and Sing for the Day. And it's just another good album throughout the full album. And they followed that album up with Cornerstone. That was also on A&M. They followed that up with Cornerstone, of course. This came out on A&M in 1979. Of course, this is the one with Babe on it and lights. The interesting thing with this is how it opens up. In the back, it opens up like this. And you pull it out, and it has the lyrics inside. But like I said, it has like lights, Why Me, Babe, and Borrowed Time was a hit for them off this one. My favorite song on there is Lovin' the Midnight off of this one. And their next album after that was Paradise Theater, which was on A&M, released in making sure of the year, which was 1980. Okay, of course, this is the one with, of course, Rockin' to Paradise and Snowblind and Too Much Time on My Hands. And of course, The Best of Times. Of course, It's a Gatefold. Of course, most people have seen the laser etching on the laser etching on the album itself. I'm not going to pull the vinyl out. I do not like pulling it out. Pulling the vinyl out like a lot of people pull theirs out. I don't like to handle the vinyl too much. And then the next album released after that was in 1983. Kilroy Was Here. Of course, this is the one with Mr. Roboto and Cold War, Don't Let It End, Heavy Metal Poisoning, Just Get Through This Night, and Haven't We Been Here Before? And of course, if you can't tell, I saw them on this tour. I saw them on this tour in Denver, of course, and that brings us to this album here, which was Caught in the Act Alive, which was released in 1984. A double album set. And of course, pictures from on the tour, which is the last of the records I have. Like I said, I have some little a couple others on CD and a little bit, like one or two on cassette also. Well, that's all I have for this video. So until next time, take it easy and keep on rocking.